Fortnite Battle Royale is full of mysteries and secrets and has been since the very start. Epic Games has seriously raised the bar and set it higher than ever before when it comes to riddling a game with Easter eggs and secrets relating to basic in-game mechanics or even much more in-depth storyline lore. Fortnite Battle Royale, despite being, well, a Battle Royale game, has a pretty complex story that we've seen evolve for quite some time now, and with a whole new island to explore being added in with Chapter 2 a few weeks back, even more secrets and Easter eggs were added into the game as well. Now, with all of these things being readily available to discover at any given point, there's been a lot of myths and rumors going around pertaining to different in-game elements, and even some storyline mysteries as well. So today we're putting on our tinfoil hats and diving into the world of Fortnite Battle Royale to break down 10 myths that you may or may not have known about. If you guys enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like rating on it, and without further ado, let's get into the list. First and foremost, I do want to start off with an honorable mention for our list of myths with TSM Myth, because his name is Myth, and you know we're looking at myths. That was some wordplay. Okay, let's get into the real list now. Number 1. Holding your pickaxe or health items will allow you to run faster. Typically, unless you are able to find a vehicle, your rotation is based off of you running from point A to point B. Sometimes, if you're like me, you rotate right back to the main lobby because you struggle to do well, but yeah, most of the time you're probably running from place to place. And obviously, the faster you get from point A to point B, the better. Which is why you might have heard some people say that you can actually run faster if you hold your pickaxe or a health item like bandages or a mini shield in your hands instead of a weapon like a scar or a sniper. And this is actually completely false. There is no real way to run any faster in Fortnite Battle Royale outside of eating the peppers if and when they are available. But it doesn't matter if you have a minigun, a heavy sniper, an SMG, a bandage, a mini shield, your harvesting tool, or literally anything else in your hands, you will always run the same speed. So really there is no reason to not run with your weapon out, just in case someone spots you from a distance and tries to catch you off guard. Number 2. The Visitor is actually Dr. Vinderman. The Visitor is one of the most mysterious and secretive characters in all of the Fortnite universe. We saw him originally debut back in Season 4 as the secret skin unlocked for completing the weekly challenges, and in the time since, the Visitor has essentially constructed the entire Fortnite storyline in and of itself. Literally, the entire story that we've seen evolve since the end of Season 3 is because of the Visitor's initial plan of exploring the universe within that meteor that struck the island. Now, in the seasons since the Visitor made his first mark on the Fortnite world, his identity has remained unknown. And while this is still not fully confirmed, as of lately people are beginning to believe that the Visitor is actually Dr. Vinderman from Fortnite Save the World. The theory has come about thanks to the bunker located on the new Apollo map that shares quite a few resemblances to the bunker that was shown in the Save the World trailer that of course belonged to Dr. Vinderman. Now, Dr. Vinderman knows a whole lot about the world of Fortnite and the various mysteries within it, and it appears the Visitor does as well. So now it seems like Epic is trying to tie in Save the World and Battle Royale together with the Visitor's identity on the verge of actually being revealed. The Visitor is a part of the 7 who we still don't know about entirely yet, meaning we could have even more secret characters involved with the time loop that we saw back in Season X, all of which have been brought together by Dr. Vinderman, aka the Visitor. Now, like I said, this myth is not confirmed or busted, but rather plausible at the moment, but it is pretty interesting nonetheless. Number 3. Different skins have different hitboxes. For a long time now, many players have thought that different skins in-game equate to different hitboxes, because obviously there are some skins that are a bit skinnier than others, there are some skins that have different shaped heads, take Marshmallow for instance, and in general the rumor is that different characters will have different hitboxes. However, this is in fact false, because skins have been labeled as a cosmetic-only customization option, meaning they do not change the gameplay whatsoever outside of how any given player looks. If the skins were to have different hitboxes, then they would actually have an impact on the gameplay, and Epic's whole idea of keeping them cosmetic only would be thrown out the window, as some skins would offer a competitive advantage. So, long story short, every single skin in the game, from Marshmallow to Renegade Raider to Codename Elf, all have these same exact hitbox properties. Number 4. Dumpsters will protect you. With Chapter 2 of Fortnite came the brand new feature of dumpsters and haystacks, which you can actually hide in. And while bots will sometimes detect you in these hiding spots, regular players might not. There is a rumor going around right now, though, that the dumpsters can protect you from taking damage, and while there is some truth to that statement, it's not always the case. While dumpsters and other hiding spots can protect you from getting shot by an enemy, things like the junk rifts or anything that can destroy the dumpster can still cause damage to you if you don't react quick enough. But as far as straight up gunfight action goes, hiding in a dumpster will make you momentarily invincible, but good luck staying in that dumpster if an enemy knows you're there. Number 5. You can make portable shields. The shield bubble item that was introduced a little while back might not be the most useful item to many players out there. However, when used correctly, it can be a pretty nifty item to have in your loadout, because, contrary to popular belief, the shield bubble can actually be thrown onto a vehicle and then be used as a portable shield. Number 6. There's only one kind of chest. The most common way to find good loot in Fortnite Battle Royale is of course by searching chests. That's kind of an obvious given at this point, but what many people claim to believe is that there is only one kind of chest in the game to loot, and that's the standard one that you can see most commonly in game. However, that statement is actually incorrect. Back in Chapter 1, we saw the legendary chest implemented into the game, which, as the name implies, gives you a guaranteed legendary item when you open it. But the catch with the legendary chest was that there was only one available per match, so that disproves the idea of there only being one kind of chest. But also, Chapter 2 adds even more to the equation, as there's actually steel chests that you can find on the map now as well, and these, unlike the regular chests, have different audio cues to them, and they also grant you better loot as well. And while they are much more rare than the regular chests, they really aren't the hardest thing to find in-game in all reality. Number 7. You can team kill by yeeting a downed teammate. Yeeting a player might be one of the best features that Epic has ever added to Fortnite Battle Royale. And while it can be hilarious to eliminate an enemy by yeeting them off of a building or a ledge or whatever else, many players also believe you can troll your teammates by yeeting them to their death as well. However, that is actually false. Yeet damage, yes, that is a thing, yeet damage, is only applied to enemies, and unless you specifically throw a downed teammate off the map, you cannot eliminate them via yeet. I love everything about what I just said. Number 8. It doesn't matter what way you swim. Swimming is another brand new feature in Chapter 2, and just to cut to the chase, yes, it does matter what direction you are swimming. You'll notice that all the rivers on the map flow a certain way, and when you try to swim upstream or against the current, you'll notice you swim much slower than if you were to try and swim downstream or with the current instead. So by swimming in the same direction as the river's current, you can actually move around the map a lot faster. Number 9. We'll eventually see the game reset itself. Many people think that Fortnite is eventually going to run out of ideas for the storyline, so at some point the game will experience some sort of Men in Black reset where we forget everything that's happened and we jump back to the OG days of Season 1 and start fresh with perhaps a new storyline or a slightly alternative storyline, which would be kind of a weird way to approach a new season, but I guess we can't say it's not possible at this point. Number 10. The Polar Peak monster will return. To round things out for today, players have noticed that on the brand new Apollo map, there is some pink grass like what we saw back on the OG island, where the Polar Peak monster was defeated by the robots, which has led players to believe that the monster might actually be returning, or perhaps the monster somehow laid eggs on this new map, and those will eventually hatch, and that is why the pink grass has appeared on this map too. Once again, only time will tell here, but it's a pretty interesting myth nonetheless. So now with all of that out of the way, I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys have any other myths that need answered or investigated? If so, drop them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by dropping a like on it, giving it a big old thumbs up, as it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you are new here and you like what you see, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when a new video goes live. As always, by joining the notification squad, every time we do upload a new video, YouTube will actually send you a message. That way you can be the first person to watch, like, and comment on each and every new video. With all of that being said, that is effectively going to wrap things up for now. So thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.